G'day guys, what's cracking? To Aussie here again. So we're going to test out one of the Chinese here in Inverell. We're going to check out Inverell Palace. Now, it's lunchtime, but I don't want to get a lunchtime special. What I'm going to get, and this is why I want to try them, I saw a little something on their menu, because I've grabbed menus from all three of these Chinese restaurants in the area, and it's called a shanty meal, 3-in-1 shandy. So I'm going to go with chicken and cashew. Now, there's three to choose from. One's sweet and sour, one's beef with black bean, and chicken with cashew. Now, each one you get a fried rice as well, and 2 dim sims. So that's what's on the agenda today. We're going to grab chicken and cashew, 3-in-1 shandy meal. 24 buckaroonies for this guy, but I'm willing to pay the price. I want to try this thing out. Let's get it. Rightio, time to get jiggy with it. Now, I had a quick squeeze. It does feel a little weighty, but for 24 bucks, I think I got a little bit rorted here. I was hoping that it would be in two separate containers, like one container was the fried rice and the other container was the chicken and cashew. That's our dim sims, 2 dim sims. I'll check them out in a sec. But with that being said, it does feel like quite a big container, so I guess that's a bonus. So that's it, folks. 24 bucks worth. You tell me, what do you think? I think it'll be a substantial meal, but 24 bucks. Can't say I'm so far too much of a happy little chappy. Probably should have went with their lunchtime special, which was 14 bucks, but if the food's half decent, we may get back to that one day. So first time trying a takeaway, Chinese takeaway in this joint. Gotta have a cashew. There's lots of them in there. I reckon we should have our little entree first. They're a little bit shrimpy too, but as long as they taste good, they should be all right. They're not the smallest I've ever seen. Definitely not the biggest either. Let's give them a crack. Oh yeah, baby. Very juicy, bursting with flavours. I like them. So that probably is, so far, on first bite, one of the best and most flavoursome dim sims I've ever tried. Prawn chip, you'll love to see it. Nice crunch factor. Whoop, my bad. Now, you know me, folks, I love a little bit of, if you do know me, which you probably do, I love a little bit of chili sauce on stuff. On my dim sims especially. Gotta give that a crack. We'll whack a little bit on the fried rice too. The fried rice doesn't look too bad, just plain. It's probably not a special fried rice. Ugh. Rightio, let's go. Chili sauce, of course. Phantasmagorical. I will be getting their dim sims again. Maybe one day we'll do a fried rice and dim sim vid. I've got to get them again. So now on to what should be the star of the show. Well, that's quite weighty, I'll give it that much, but whether it's all worth 24 bucks, I don't really think so. Quite a deep dish, so that's how it looks. Time to whack it in my gob. I've got to say, guys, I'm liking the flavour of this stuff. One of the best Chinese I've ever tried, I reckon. Maybe you get what you pay for here in this restaurant. And having said that, let me say this. He did say that they've won a few awards too. So I might have to put that down. It's piping hot. The fried rice is pretty good. I'm liking that. Again, one of the better ones I've had. That's just a plain fried rice. Nice chunks of chicken. Do love to see that. I've got to say, it is very flavoursome and very Moorish. But for value, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars out of 5. I don't want to be too hard on them. It's a pretty decent amount in there, even though it's 24 bucks with the dim sims and that. The taste, should I do it? I've done a lot of It's Lit, I'm loving it, but you know what? Even with the dim sims, altogether, everything, I've got to do it. It's Lit, I'm loving it. I'm giving it 5 stars out of 5 for taste. I don't think you're going to get better tasting Chinese than this lot. There's a decent amount of chicken in there, I will give it that. So it probably was not a bad idea to give it a reasonable score for value. This is amazing. So I am a happy little chappy as far as the flavour goes and the taste. It's very nice. The dim sims were, like I said, probably the best I've ever had, or one of the best. Can't get much better. This is great. I'd eat the stuff again, that's for sure. No doubt about that. And even though this was a bit pricey, I did notice, because there's 3 Chinese in this area, they probably were just a fraction, apart from this, a fraction less than the other 2. So we may do a few, well, I may eat there a few times, that's for sure. This will probably be my go-to Chinese, whether I'm doing a video or not. If I just feel like a Chinese feed, I probably will be going to Inverell Palace. The food is totally on point. And having said all that, let me say this. Today's beveragino is Mother Lava Guava. Now, we have had this before, but the other day, those of you who do know will know, I picked it up at the Ampol 2 for $7. So it was $3.50 at the servo. This is the other one that we didn't have that day. The second one. So let's pour it. Give it a red hot swig. Of course, we have had this one before a couple of times, but I've got to say, I really do vibe with it. Very pretty. Chin chin. Need it with that chili sauce, of course. So guys, not overly impressed with the price, but if it had been a crap meal and didn't have any taste or flavour, I really would have been salty, but it does taste phantasmagorical. Plenty of chicken. The chicken tastes very moorish. Nice and tender, nice and juicy, nice and succulent, just the way you want it. So guys, I'm going to scoff the rest of this. There may not be any left for Ron because it's so flavoursome. I might just have to scoff the lot. Anywho, that's Inverell Chinese, our first Chinese feed in Inverell. Inverell Palace, I mean, not Chinese. Inverell Palace Chinese. So guys, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And remember, you can never be too Aussie. Hooroo and stay fresh. I can't wait to scoff the rest of this. I'm loving it. Bye-bye.